All right, this is SigmaCheck by EtherNDE. Powered the tester on, version 1.41. Let's go into, let's see here, probe 516 58409. Probe matches the tester, that's always good. I'm going to go into calibration. So our values are 101.09 IX. That's the one on the left. And then 8.732 IX. That's the one on the right. So hit the green button, hold the probe in air. Then we hold it on the first sample. And then we hold it on the second sample. All right, so on the top one, we're gonna put conductivity in percent IX. And on the bottom, I'm just gonna put the date. August 29th, 2025, is that right? It's August 31st. I gotta reset the date on this one. How do you do that? Well, let's go find out. Time and date. Let's go to configure. August 31st. Okay, there we go. August 31st, 2025, 2:20. Yep. Press to cal. I guess because I changed the date, right? Okay. So let's do it again. (101.09% IX). International annealed copper standard. Ideally, you want to turn the tester on and hook the probe up and let it warm up a few minutes before you take measurements. Definitely don't go from the cold to the hot or the hot to the cold. All right, that number that I just showed there, that's not the value. That's just kind of an arbitrary number that was there. But now if we go back onto the standard, 101.09, 100.9, 101, yeah, it's right in there. Let's try it again. So it's 101.09. And, you know, it's all going to depend on surface roughness and cleanliness and temperature and all sorts of stuff, but it's pretty darn close. The second one is 8.732 IX. What's that one read? 8.73. Can't get any better than that. And then we'll just check a couple other NIST standards here. So this one's 100.35. We'll check that one out. So it's reading a little bit high. What about the next one? 8.435. Then this other standard here we got 62.35. And then the last value is 8.412. 8.7. All right, I don't know what your expectations are for this tester, but what we're going to do next is we're going to see how that does compared to Olympus 600D. This is fresh out of calibration. And I just did a calibration using let's see, the specific probe from Olympus. So this is a conductivity probe made specifically for this tester, made specifically for testing conductivity. And I used these two cal blocks to calibrate it. And because my probe's a little bit wider. It doesn't fit in the little holes on the top. It's too wide. So all I do is I'm going to pop them out just so I can get on the back side of the, or so I can get the full surface. All right. So the first one, 101.09, we're going to see what our Olympus tester says. 101.09, 102.13. It's even a calibrated instrument with a specific probe. It's not perfect, so you have to get your expectations realistic. The next one is 8.732. 8.73, so that's pretty close. I think the other one, the SigmaCheck, was also right on in that lower value. Now, just for fun, I better put these back in here so I keep track of the standards and the numbers, because my only traceability is the number on these holders. But they're correct. There we go. Now I'm going to do this one, 100.35. And 8.435. So the first one, 100.35. See, right there. I got so many probes around here. 100.35, we'll see what it says. So a calibrated tester from Nortec says 102, whereas our sample said it's 100.3. I mean, I'm going with the Nortec. I mean, it's an expensive tester. It's a late model, you know, used by aircraft and all other sorts of companies with a specific probe, you know, and it gets pretty close. It's not right on. It's not. It's an estimate. All Eddy current results are estimates because they're comparing one thing to another. This one's 8.435. We'll see what the Nortec says. 8.7, right? So a tester that has all the pedigree you could want right here still isn't even that, you know, it's not perfect. So now that you've kept that in mind, let's go back to the SigmaCheck, and we're going to perform another calibration with known values, 101.09 and 8.732, and we're going to see what it does. I'm just going to hold it there. It's going to stabilize, and it's going to say, next reading, please. And then we're going to go over to second sample, 8.732. Okay, so the first sample, 101.09 on the left, 101.9 about, and the second one, 8.732, 8.73. Can't get any better than that. And then for this other one, it's 100.35. See that on the left there, 100.35. Closer than the Nortec was. And then the other one, 8.435. 8.7. Yeah, this was every bit as tight as the Nortec was, and that just got back in calibration. So I don't think you'll have any problem sending this one away and getting a cal sticker for it. All right, thanks for watching the video.